Good evening, everyone. Original Biggie One back at it again here in Week 10 in the Battle of Florida, Season number 4, going up against the Rams this week. Before we get things started, big shout out to everybody on Twitch, especially Surfers Orca, Big Twin 53, and Sean Customs. Really appreciate y'all checking me out, as Original Biggie One is here for entertainment, here for discussions, just here to have fun. So, made some changes again in the secondary. We moved Wilkerson to right outside linebacker. Jordan Hart is the left outside linebacker. And we swapped Wilkerson for Jordan. So, hopefully, we will add better penetration to the offense and the offensive line using the 4-4. Maybe in the 4-6, we will see. Make sure you check out Senjeku 3 and Skeletron. Both have completed their games. Skeletron beating the Falcons 50-7. So let's get things started against the Rams. And Rams at 83 over. Jeez. I better watch out. Again, we will see how Sencheco is doing after hopefully installing can be used words. Installing his new router today. Again, maybe we'll do a live stream after the Battle of Florida, but also make sure you tune in tomorrow back with WWE Universe and 2K19, not 2K20, because yeah, and man, bless all the creators who use WWE 2K20 rather, for creating content, for doing the best that they can. I just can't handle it, so.
Hello everybody, I'm Larry Ridley and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Today's matchup features two teams looking for a win. It's the Wizards coming in at 6-2, going up against the Rams who come in at 4-4. With that, let's welcome in our fine broadcast team. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Rams and the Orlando Wizards. Hello again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you look at this Orlando team as they enter play. They have certainly got it rolling of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And it's simple. The more you win in the regular season, the more likely you play at home in the postseason, and that can take you deep into January.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Rams, we're in November now, so this is where you really need to settle in, start getting down to business.
And in baseball, they talk about the dog days of August. November, these are the dog days of football, trying to get in position for the big push.
So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They'll be led out by their 6'5 quarterback out of North Dakota State. It's Carson Wentz.
I loved our discussion this week. You know, we had our weekly phone call to talk about our game coming up. And we had to reflect on the fact that he won the NFC Offensive Player of the Week award last week, yet his team lost. You don't see that very often.
No, I know a lot of people dislike that, but when you look at the numbers across the conference from last week, he was clearly the blitz coming, and down he goes.
Alrighty then.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
The blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack.
Oh yeah, I think it's going to be a long day for Wentz.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll run now with with Ware. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. So add that tackle for a loss to the...
No, he had to hold. He had to block him.
Smiling? Yeah, definitely doing that. But he's also patting his guys on the back, his defensive front, because they're keeping him clean, meaning no one's getting to him as a blocker. He's able to run to the football, and the plays he's making, he's filling them in the offensive backfield.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz.
Yeah, you better.
It'll be a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away.
Probably get a spy on him next series.
He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And trotting out there, their tall quarterback standing at 6'5".
Ah, damn it, I should have went inside a little bit more.
Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
And on 2nd and 10 now.
Come on, let's go.
Operating from the gun. Evans. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And down he'll go at the 25.
Nah, he got back up. Alright, so who's hurt?
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Let's go. What? None. What? None. Flex round. Flex round.
Back to throw. Evans. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
There we go.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. Touchdown. A big play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. It was 3rd and medium. They popped the short pass, looking to pick up the first, accomplish that mission, and then they accomplished a lot more on that mission all the way for the score.
Let me focus in on one word you used, pop, right? They popped the short pass, and then what happened after that? They popped the big run. Because now, once he caught it, didn't have anyone else in the vicinity to bring him down, and he takes off, and he kept going. Nice gutsy call, even better execution.
Now the try here for the extra point. It's up and good, and it'll give his guys a 7-0 lead. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And the Rams getting set to go now. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our
Alright, so who?
the coaching staff?
So Gruder, Hart,
Sure to let us know
Sternstrom.
where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. we still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, and the whole month of December is still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll make it a second down. And now this offensive unit, we get a look at their starters. They put up good numbers last week, looking to carry that forward.
Yeah, Brandon, they saw the numbers from last week. They expect to at least replicate them. They think that they can put up bigger numbers this week. They are a confident bunch.
Eight yards to go here on second down. Shift together here from the D-line. On second down, here's Wentz. Austin's got it left side. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down. And this defensive line will be looking to control the point of attack.
And that's what they've done throughout this season. This is a terrific unit. They play together very, very well, and they don't permit big plays to happen.
From the gun on third down, Wentz. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. So a first quarter sack, and remember, keep in mind he had 2 sacks in last week's game.
And it's always intriguing to me to watch these great pass rushers because some of them, they need their teammates to scheme for them. Maybe occupy people and make it a one-on-one matchup. Other guys, they just defeat everything in front of them.
It was either go for the sack or try for the interception.
Here's Johnny Hacker now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Now Randall. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. And here now the offense heading back out there. And Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I've not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very
No,
next
let's switch out. Let's change.
I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage just come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Here we go. Brand 38. Brand 38.
Now Evans on 1st and 10. Throw left side complete. That's Price.
Alrighty then.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets
Kind of unnecessary with that extra juke, but
a nice game.
nonetheless, good stuff.
Just the first quarter of attack thing going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent. and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. If I had missed him, it would have been a long night.
As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
Come on, let's go.
Now a handoff looking right.
Ah,
He'll
damn.
take this one down to the 36. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. The starters on defense here for Los Angeles.
Let's take a look at Michael Brocker's defensive tackle. This is a young man who understands leverage. Rarely do I see him bowled over by an offensive lineman. Usually he's the one who's underneath them, moving them, creating space, and getting upfield to make tackles.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd.
Let's go. Red 38.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
Come on, let's go. Red 38. Red 38.
And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily, you're right, but he did there. The throw left side complete to Hogan. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route.
All right, let me see.
Run against it because you're running away from people on it.
And now the offense operates in the red zone.
Let's go. 1-9.
From the red zone now, they'll look to
Damn.
throw. And no escaping this time. As
Okay, he got back up.
Got him for a
Shit.
sack.
Alright, who gave up that sack again? Ah, Conklin. Don't make me bench you.
Come on, let's go. Red 38.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And
Even chocolate is bad for your health.
On that last play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
And he got hurt? Man, let me put Bear in. Alright, 3rd and long, let me see.
Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field.
Here we go. 1-9.
Evans to throw on 3rd down.
Damn.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Ah, shit.
Oh, and after the sack, he's still down on the
Well.
field. While the trainers take a look,
There he goes.
we'll step aside.
Alright, well, who gave up the sack on this one? Ah, so it's just a blitz. Alright. Though I don't understand why. Ah, Bader. And again, I had press open, so shit.
Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. And this one, a 41-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. And Charles, they get the field goal. Took him a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
They run it here. Where? And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity.
Shoulder strain. Damn it. Alright, Ballo. Do what you does next series.
Into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And before they can run another play, the clock hits triple zeros. And time is up on the first quarter. 10-zip our score. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this. Back live now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Rams with a football to get us going. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. Shotgun now for Wentz. And he'll go out of bounds across the
Damn. Alrighty then.
23 yards on the play. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
The intended receiver, Tavon Austin, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, there's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
2nd down following the incompletion. Here's Wentz to throw. Goes to Ware on the screen. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it...
Damn.
Complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
That play recognition. Damn it.
Goes for a gain of 31.
We just saw him hit a big play there on a deep post. And most of the time, the post isn't available because usually you have defenders in the middle of the field. But if you throw enough curls and crossing routes and underneath routes, I know from experience, they get tired of watching those balls get caught. They start to creep up a little bit, and that's when you can hit them big over the top.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Oh, hell no. He needs to die now.
25-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. The Rams on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. From the gun, it's Wentz. Unable to complete it to Green Beckham. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a 1st down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
On the run, it's Ware. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line is just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you've got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
Now whistles and a flag down. I think one of the Rams linemen might have moved.
False start, offense.
So that'll back him up 5. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. Wentz to throw on 2nd down. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Working from the gun, Wentz.
Now who's hurt?
They'll try the field goal now with Graham Gano. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So they get 3. They were hoping for 6. An unlucky number 13 play drive.
Well, you go to the sideline after putting 3 points on the board, happy, but you wanted to be ecstatic. You wanted to have 6 on the board. On the opposite sideline, though, the defense, I think they're high-fiving each other, only giving up 3 after letting them run that much offense.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And he'll give it here to his
Oh, come on.
And he'll be limited to a short gain at the 34-yard line. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to get here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1.
Flex round! Flex round! Let's go!
And to give this time to the tailback. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down.
I know it's the first half, but it's still hard to curb the enthusiasm for that stop. 3rd and 1, and the offense can't get there. The defensive team has got to feel very good about themselves. Great job out-leveraging the offense.
They're going to try and throw. And he will find his man. That's Hogan complete. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. 11 yards for number 11.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart.
Get a block. There we go.
Those are tough to hang on to. Directly over him. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That good for
Wow, an actual good block, Wayne. Good stuff.
The guy carried the ball, broke the tackle and gained the yardage, but that doesn't necessarily mean that the defender is bad. They're not going to make 100% of the tackles all the time. Even the best in the game will miss one occasionally. The key is not to let it snowball and miss tackle after tackle. On that play, credit to the offense, but that doesn't make the defense bad.
Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to more NFL action on EA Sports after this. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Larry Ridley will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Hogan, and he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on it and then let him run.
He's got some space.
Got him.
And it's caught. Touchdown. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Extra point forthcoming. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. Spencer Ware and the rest of his offense retaking the field. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. That goes for a gain of 31. Throwing now is Wynn.
I hate when that happens.
That's complete to his running back. That one goes for 24 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Again, they'll throw with Wentz. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. The Rams on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. On the ground, this is Ware. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. This from 54 yards away.
What the hell was that?
And that one will be no good. He never had it online. It's well wide to the left. And this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20. That one goes for 36 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. See if they stay on the ground for second down.
Let's go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. It's the fullback in the final seconds of the first half. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it. That can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale.
You
changes your
damn
outlook.
right.
But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. So that drive, 4 plays.
Well, yeah, because he's out.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we will send you crosstown to our studios right here in Orlando. It's Larry. Larry, go back to the green room, my friend. These guys are ready to go again. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Let's go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Flex round. Let's go. Ohio.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's brought down after after a good gain. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
Here we go. Brand 38. Brand 38. Ohio.
On the give, this is their fullback. And
Oh, shit. There we go.
Space. Swatted. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And touchdown. That was hard to believe. Not something you see every day. A very long run for the big guy.
Normally we see his counterpart, right? The scat back, the guy with the so-called speed. But we saw a little bit of everything there, didn't we? The big, powerful man with the football. He can also stretch it out a little bit in the open field.
Now the try here for the point after. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in Q3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned.
I'll take that.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
And Spillman actually went inside. Whoa, damn.
To come here. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
Comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
Deep in there, right?
Wasn't that long ago that the NFL guys really didn't adopt much from the college game. But one thing that has crept in there is spreading things out, opening things up, not even just in tempo, but maybe getting better line splits and spreading the field. I think that would be a great strategy right now to try and open things up in the run game.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Now Wentz on 3rd down.
Damn it. Oh, alrighty then. Well, shit. But he should have got back up and start. You know what?
So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
Now
Again, nicely done with the pick. Yeah, he should have got back up and start. You know what? Good job. Good job.
This offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. It's a quick turnaround for them after the turnover, but the way they moved it on their last drive, they're probably eager to get right back at it.
And you know me and you know my tendencies in this situation. What do I want right now?
Be aggressive.
Be aggressive. Take your shot right here.
A big hit. Knocked down sideways. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
And a short gain here, down to the 22. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it third down at 6.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Hogan. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a fourth down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. Now they'll throw here.
Oh, shit.
And that is going to be incomplete. A fourth down pass play doesn't work out. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. Well, their first fourth down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any fourth down stop is a big momentum play. Oftentimes when you're not winning at the point of attack for an offensive line, maybe they're getting out physical, spread things out a little bit, make it more of a one-on-one blocking scheme. Then you don't have to win it physically. You just have to win it by position. That may open things up for your running backs.
They'll get 4 on second down, but it leaves them with third and still 9 to go.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Looking right sideline, that's complete. Yeah, they're going to get this one all
Damn.
the way out
All right.
across the 45. He got 29 yards that time. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion. All right, Brandon, you know me as well as anyone. You know I don't usually advocate abandoning things during a game, but here we are in the second half. I think it's time to change things up. Let the running game go a little bit. Let's get to the passing game, and if you still want to get in the hands of the runner, maybe you swing it to him, throw it to him a little bit, try it that way.
And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. To throw, it's Wentz.
I'll take that.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off near the 42. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Hey, you start to feel sorry now for the young man throwing the football. This is really turning into a disaster.
Listen, it's baptism. All right, this is almost a rite of passage. This young in the league, Go back and find a Hall of Fame quarterback and check their records for their first 2 years, especially if they started the bulk of the games. I bet you'll find double-digit interceptions on just about every one of them. They have to learn as they go along.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The defense working their way back out now onto their home turf. Now Wentz to try again after the pick six. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
To throw is Wentz.
I mean, you can throw the screen. I mean, if you want.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Ah, shit. He had the lane open. Why would you spin?
It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on fourth down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
Randall now ready to return. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 34 yards on the return. But for a moment, looked like he had a shot to go all the way. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. On the NFL scoreboard, third quarter now from Jacksonville. And the Jaguars have scored again, so they are in the driver's seat big time in that one. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners, keep moving it, keep grinding clock.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back live to Orlando. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
Here we go. What? Nine.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Over the middle, complete. That's Price. And brought down, but the juke, the very nice juke, gives him the first down yardage there. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. So the chain gang now done for the drive ball on the 10.
What chain gang?
Here we go.
And now here's a carry heading left. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
And they still need 10 yards here to find pay dirt. It's second and goal from the 10. And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line. This offense so far on third down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're looking at a third and goal here. They're going to look to throw. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. Point after here coming up. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense. Get a couple of first
Good catch.
and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 23 yards on the play. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone.
Ah, damn it. Good coverage, though.
And he could
Good job, Spillman.
Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Back to the air on second down. Wentz. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Oh, he will die.
Contact as he slides to a stop. They get 9 yards there, and they get a first down. Throwing on first is Wentz. Green Beckham has it over the middle. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2.
Ah, shit.
And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Into the red zone, Wentz. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. 2nd down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13. And, Charles, this infraction is going to be against the offense. False start.
Sometimes you have to get up to the line of scrimmage, make sure your team is set before you begin your cadence.
And that'll set them back 5. On 2nd down, here's Wentz. He's going to
I'll take that.
And it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. Now they try the right side here. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground.
Here we go. Red 38.
And he'll give it here to his running back.
Ah, I should have went back to the inside.
He's up to the 48. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
And that was a good collision right there. And I know this as a former defender. If you're playing linebacker, you're going through a checklist on every play. Who you think's going to get the ball, where you think the ball's going to go. Rarely do you expect the fullback position to get it. And on that play he did. So you got to steel yourself at that point because because the contact is going to be strong.
That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Our eyes and attention are on the fullback. Big-time carry, big yardage. But how about the guys up front, the offensive line? A lot of people think they may have to block it differently for the fullback to get big yardage. They really don't. Because he's big, strong, and powerful, a lot of times he makes his own way. They may not have to block as hard.
This is where, fourth quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
You say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering where they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
No, I still think they have a chance.
They'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Around the NFL, they're in the 4th now in Green Bay. And it's the Bengals that wound up winning that one. And if they could hold on to that lead, it would be win number 4 on the season for them. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary.
Ah, shit.
Out to the flat. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And what are the whistles for? Timeout.
Couldn't get the alignment correct, so.
In the closing seconds. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. One final try now for Wentz.
I'll take that.
And now here is another interception. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
Yeah, if I still have time. Which I don't.
It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Where were they clicking on offense?
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the home team here, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Buffalo Bills next week. Meanwhile, for Los Angeles, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against the Chicago Bears. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. So long, everybody.
All right, somebody's going to be AFC Defensive Player of the Week again. Probably Woodard, so good for him. As we go back to the main menu. And again, let me advance the week. Monroe is cleared. Let's put Brutely as the backup. And who is that? Is that Femi Jean? Yes, it is. Alright, so he will be a wizard forever. I'm gonna let you know right now as, jeez, we're going up against the 3-6 Bills. Oh, this should be fun. Alright, so we have Senjeka going up, pardon me, against the Texans. Skeletron at the 49ers, and Skeletron, if you're listening, you will have fun with their offense. That's all I'm saying. So, let's end it right here. This is Original Biggie 1. I will be back tomorrow more with probably more at the Battle of Florida. But again, getting back to WWE 2K19. It might be on Twitch as well. But again, big thank you again to everybody on YouTube, Twitch, Periscope, and Facebook. Again, shout out to Surface Orca, Big Twin 53, and Sean Customs. Again, really appreciate y'all taking time and watching this entertainment or just watching in general. So, as always, wash your hands, wash your ass. Obi-Wan, out.